All right. Looks like we are live from the back deck this time. We're not in the Rasta room. I'm going to do a little differently this time. It's just too nice not to get outside. We've already got some people in the chat box here. Let's see who it is. I don't have this set all the way up. Looks like my bro says, yo, and Eagle VP Keith is here. He says, hi, Matt. What's up, guys? Glad to see you. Let me move that over just a little bit. Hopefully that will work where I can see. I'm doing it a little differently. I'm on a Google Chromebook. I got a new Samsung Google Chrome book. That's a mouthful, especially when I've already had, this is my second drink. It's Friday, so that's what we do. This is pineapple rum and key lime flavored sparkling water stuff. And I still can't see. I can see the chat box, but I can't see the person is chatting. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can shrink this down a little bit. It's a little bit hard to see with the glasses, to be honest, but it's way too bright out here not to wear them. This box is yum yum. He's still here. All right. But sorry, I'm a little late. And what I'll do is, oh, Keith is still here. Good to see you guys. I'm going to go ahead and put the link, if I can here. Go ahead and put the link in the chat box. And if anybody wants to join in, we're going to do another free-for-all this week. There we go. We got Deborah's Dailies here. Hello. And Random Life Productions. Hey, guys. Welcome to the live stream. You have to bear with me. I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing a little differently this time. So it's my first time doing the live stream from my Chromebook. And I'm not terribly used to using a laptop. I'm a PC guy with powerful editing software. You always got to have a good PC. I mean, you don't have to. There's some laptops out nowadays that can handle it, but I can't afford those. And I've got a good PC, so I'm just so used to using it. But I got to get used to using this Chromebook anyway. So we're going to do it live from outside. Plus, we'll probably get a better internet connection because right inside the door behind here and the door to the deck is the router. And I was pretty far away from it in the barroom, had a lot of barriers with walls and things. So I never got a great connection to the Wi-Fi where I was doing the live stream before. But out here, we probably should be good.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
All right. Look, hey, Keith, how are you, buddy?
All right, thanks.
Just trying to keep up on the comments, and they're kind of hard to see.
Oh, there. Oh. Yeah,
I gotta learn how to brighten the screen up. I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah. Are you out the back way then?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I just found it. Oh, yeah, that did it. Right there on the keyboard. Yeah, I'm in the back deck.
Yeah, it looks nice. You look as though you've got decent weather for a change.
We've had beautiful weather lately. For the last couple of weeks has really been pretty good. A couple rains, but nothing big. The yard is finally dried up again. You see out there?
Yeah.
We got out.
Oh, look out. Look who we've got in the room now.
Where's Barry?
Hey, Gail, how are you?
I'm here. I'm just turning the light out because I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, innit? How are you doing, Matt?
Hey, doing great.
It looks
I hope you guys are doing well. We've got Lucas Thornton in the chat box over here. Hey, Lucas, you got to join one of my live streams, buddy. And Lucas is a professional photographer and YouTuber from Tennessee. Actually, I think he's from Alabama, but he lives in Tennessee now. And we got Barry from Vlog from the Bog. He's in here. How you doing? We got DJ Ian Entertainments. I want to join, but I'm DJing, Matt. Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate you coming in to say hi while you're trying to work. I know that's not easy to do.
Now then, Ian, good evening. And to you, Lucas, as well.
He says, so Lucas says, hey there, sexy man. First he said, hey there, sexy man, and it was in all lowercase letters. So then he put it in all caps and said, better? So again, just like they did, there's the link to come into the live stream live with me in the chat box. If anybody wants to click on it and join us, they can.
Come on, Barry, you know you want to come in.
Yeah, Barry. I don't think we've had Barry on. Have we had Barry on my live stream yet?
I don't know. I haven't seen him on. Have you seen him on, Keith?
No, not on Matt's, I don't think.
I don't think so either. It's hard to remember. I'll join your guys's, and then I'll talk to him through that a lot of times, and I'm like, it's hard to remember if he's been in mine because it feels the same, all of us in the chat room together.
It all intertwines into one, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes I'll think something happened in a live stream. I'll go back and look and be like, oh no, that was Keith's live stream. We're just all the same people in it.
Yeah. There you go. Look, who's there. Look who's there. It's blonde.
Hi, Barry again.
Hello, long time no see, you two. How you been?
All right, a few minutes. Have you got a cat on?
No, I haven't, mate. I haven't. You all right, Matt?
Yeah, I had a pre-Matt live stream event. So this is where these two have been before they come onto yours.
Come in, Jeffy. Come in, Martin.
Hey, it looks like Jamie Hastings in the chat box. Jamie, how are you, buddy? I don't remember seeing you in one of my live streams, so I'm glad you popped in for a second. He says he can't stay. Thought he would jump in and say hi. I appreciate it, Jamie. I'd love to have you on one of these before too long too. We're gonna be talking about drones probably, and Jamie has had a drone longer than just about anybody I know. He was one of the first ones to jump on it when they came out with the Phantom series, at least. I know he had one of them in the beginning, and he's a real good guy. He's down in Tony Lee Glenn's territory. Tony Lee Glenn has met up with him a few times, and they've flown together and stuff.
Yeah, I remember. I do to him.
You subscribe to him? Is that what you said?
Yeah. When Rich Cove was over there with Tony Lee Glenn, that's when I got introduced to his channel.
Yeah. So Barry, appreciate you coming in the live stream. How are you, buddy?
Oh, fine, thanks, Matt. How are you? How's the family?
Fantastic. We're doing great. We got a graduation open house tomorrow for my daughter. She just graduated last week, and so we're all geared up and been getting the house together this week, and we're excited to have the family over and friends and stuff. So we're all in good spirits.
Cool.
So have you got your cases packed?
Me?
Yeah, because is it next week you're away?
Yeah, pretty much. I still have a lot of packing to do, but all the girls are packed up. I've been putting it off, but I'll get it. Mine won't take as long to pack as the girls do. My wife's been planning their bags for probably 6 months.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It doesn't take long to pack a couple of t-shirts and some underwear, does it? Really, and some shorts. Doesn't take that long.
Right. The most it's going to take me to pack is just like my camera gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your Indy 500, Matt?
Deborah says she just popped by to show some support and love. Thumbs up. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. Oh, DJ Ian is in here.
Yeah,
look at that. While he's working, we got a live DJ show in the live stream.
Awesome.
Did you enjoy your Indy 500 experience, Matt? Because it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's always a blast, man. It's unreal. It's so unlike anything else I've been to. I go to concerts and stuff, but man, the Indy 500 is just, you never know what you're going to see.
No, especially that nasty crash I saw on it. It was a bit, it was a bit. I can't remember who it was now. That it hit the barrier or something, didn't they? There was a couple of a nasty crash or something like that. I can't remember who it was now.
Yeah, there was a pretty big crash, and we actually watched quite a bit of the race. Took breaks from partying. We partied a lot before the race started. I'll tell you what, there were people getting carried away by the police or paramedics at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus.
Holy crap.
And the DJs were playing. The place was bumping. There's smoke machines and pyrotechnics at 8 o'clock in the morning. It actually started at like 7 o'clock, but by 8 it was already out of control. So we partied a lot until noon. Was when the race started at noon. We took breaks a lot then. I went around and filmed quite a bit because there was a lot of times where they'd go under caution and the race cars would just slowly go around while they were cleaning up the track, stuff like that after an accident or something. So I got chances. But we actually got to sit and watch the race when the accident happened. I was watching a big screen because it was easier for me to see the big screen than the track from where I was, but was probably a better view. When that accident happened, everybody in the place went silent. It went from loud partying to, oh my gosh, because it's hard to believe that, you know, they were able to walk away from that.
There's another one. Sorry, Gail, go on.
How many people go to that event?
They will, for some reason, they're real secretive about the amount of people that can fit and the amount of people that go. And I think it has something to do with money. Here in Indianapolis is probably the biggest city for the race, so more people are interested in it here, even though internationally open wheel racing is probably more popular than in America. But here in Indianapolis, because the Indianapolis 500, that race is huge. So people want to watch it on TV. They don't want to pay for a ticket and go out there and stuff like that. But so to sell the tickets, they black it out here. They don't allow it on TV unless it sells out. And so for them to say it's sold out, they have to give numbers on how many people bought tickets and things like that. And they don't want to do it. So they're real secretive. So last year they did say it sold out. And it was the first time, I think maybe in history, or at least since 30 years or something crazy. And because it was the 100th running last year. And they said the number they gave was over 350,000 people were there last year.
Jeez.
And this year they said over 300,000, but it didn't sell out this year.
Wow.
It's a shame that
you can imagine why. Where do you put 300,000 people? You know, as far as hotels and things like that. You know, there's a lot of people from out of town. There's not enough room in the city, much less, you know, getting to the track in and out and things like that. It's a mess. If you go, you plan on sitting in traffic for an hour or two on the way in, sitting in traffic for an hour or two on the way out, just to get a few blocks from the track.
Yeah, as I said, I was watching the Monaco Grand Prix, and also like Alonso was there was a conversation between Button and Alonso whilst Alonso was going around the track and Button was at the track, was having a conversation with each other. I think that was quite good.
Yeah.
Trying to catch when they attack me.
Lucas Thornton says, come down to Talladega, Alabama. And he's probably right. That race is probably huge. That's a big NASCAR race. But we have one here as well. They started doing one probably in the 90s. They opened up the Indy track for a NASCAR race every year called the Brickyard 400. Are you guys still there? Are we froze up or just Barry froze up?
No, Barry's still there.
We're all here. Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, Barry does freeze up. It's fine.
Cold in England.
Okay.
You want another one? There's a one in Australia called the Bathurst 500, and that's one. And apparently that gets hundreds of thousands. And they take crates and crates of lager in, and they bury it 2 days before the actual race starts. And they go and find where they're supposed to be sitting. They bury it, and then they walk in, where the crates of beer are, and it's there for it's 3 days. It is, and it's between Holden, which is GM, and Ford, and they have pitched battles with each other. And this goes on for 3 or 4 days.
Wow,
amazing to watch. But literally, it's just a big party. That's all it is. And you got on Ford side, on GM side. You can't be partial.
Wow. But yeah, Lucas mentioned the Talladega, and I bet it's big. But I'd be willing to bet money the Indy 500 is bigger. It's just because it's worldwide. I mean, they call it the greatest spectacle in racing, and I'm pretty sure it's because more people watch it, whether that's television or actually live. More people watch it than any other race in the world. It's insane. But here in America, like I said, it's not as big as you would think as far as other states and things. If I go visit another state, a lot of people are like, I've heard of it. What is it? You know what I mean?
But yeah, I thought like the Indy 500 would have been like the second biggest thing in the US as next to the Super Bowl, because it's worldwide known as the Indy 500. You thought, it's going to be a big festival.
Yep.
Is that the one where they drink the milk as well? Isn't it the winner drinks the milk?
Yep, winner drinks the milk, which has got to be rough.
Yeah.
You get out of that car probably 150 degrees, and you've got to wear a fireproof suit, and they want you to drink milk.
Yeah, it's probably sitting in the sun all day. It's got all curdled.
Yeah. So Josh is here. He says, "What up, big dog?" Hey, Josh, welcome to the live stream.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
But
Keith,
yeah,
what
I
are you
wish I had.
doing?
I wish I had been born 30 years earlier and been to this Indy 500, because the stories I get told all the time by the older generation, my parents and stuff, it was used to be a lot more wild. They started in the early 90s, I guess. They started arresting people for a lot of things that they shouldn't have been doing in the first place, but they let go on year after year and became tradition, like naked women. There were always naked women everywhere at the track, especially the snake pit. And they just started arresting women in the 90s. So it's not that you won't see any naked women, but it's a lot more rare than it used to be. It used to just be a wild, insane party, I guess. And I've seen a few pictures of stuff. It's some crazy stuff from the Indy 500.
Go.
Want to go now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo, lucky.
I've got a selfie of myself, and I've been wanting to post it because it's so funny, but I really can't. But I took a selfie of myself just next to my truck where we parked and everything. And if you zoom in and look real close, I seen in the background there's people, and they're laughing after I took the selfie. And I look at the picture, and what they've done is they're parked behind me, but they've opened their car door, which is like a Jeep, so it's kind of tall. And they've opened the car door to kind of have a blocked area for the girls to pee. And so, but below the door is like a good 2 feet. And so underneath the door, you just see this girl's butt in my picture, squatted down peeing back behind me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Good evening,
Nice.
Matt, Drone Encounters.
Oh, hi, Matt. Drone Encounters. Is he going to come in, old Matt, do we think, this evening?
No, I don't think he is. Are you spoken to Matt lately, Matt?
Do what?
Have you spoken to Drone Encounters lately?
No, why?
No, I didn't know whether he's been working hard. He's on 2 to 10 all week.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you posted an awesome video and I missed it or something.
No. He's been busy at work, so he ain't been out doing anything. And I don't know whether he's got any encounters coming up this weekend.
Well, hopefully, if he does, I can catch it. I've been busy myself, so I just haven't had a chance to talk to a lot of people. I haven't caught up with them in probably a week or so.
No,
Josh says the last time he got to kiss the bricks was at 10 years old on a field trip. He's talking about the Indy 500 track used to be brick. Well, before then it was even dirt. The race goes back to the 20s or 30s, maybe even before then. Back when cars were first invented, they created this race. But anyway, for a long time it was a brick track, which has got to be, I guess the cars didn't go as fast back then, but it's got to be a bumpy ride to race on a brick road. Yeah. But they left the start and finish line is still brick, and it's just probably a 3-foot strip, and it's tradition for the winner to get down and kiss the bricks. And so a lot of people, I've done it when I was younger too, would go visit the track on an off day where they're not racing or practicing, and you can go out on the track and kiss the bricks yourself.
Cool.
It's kind of neat. It is cool that I live so close. I need to go out there and do a vlog. They have a museum on the grounds that have a racing museum, all kinds of old race cars, and you can actually go out on the track. I go out there and film sometime, really anytime. They're open like 7 days a week, I think.
That'd be interesting because I have never seen that track. Have you seen
that? No, I've never seen it. I've seen the race, but I've never seen the track.
Well, I posted something on Facebook about it. There's been a lot of, especially right around the race time, there's a lot of talk about how big the place is, because here it's hard to realize how big the track actually is and how big the grounds are. And so somebody's created a video and somebody else created a graphic I've shared on Facebook, and basically it explains that you could fit the pyramids, the Great Pyramids of Giza. You could fit on top of that, you could fit the Great Colosseum. You could fit the Eiffel Tower. You could fit. They name off all these giant world buildings. The Taj Mahal. You could fit all of them at once in the middle of the track.
Bloody hell, that's a big old place then.
It's massive. It's massive. Well, it's got to be to fit that many people, but it's unbelievably big when you get there, and especially when you start walking around. You're like, oh, I'm going to walk over to turn 2. I heard there's turn 3 is where the concert is, but if you want to go see something else that's in another turn or another area, you end up walking a couple miles to get there and back.
I think it wasn't in Indianapolis they tried to do the Formula One there. I don't know if they got it this year. I'm not sure. I'm sure they started the Formula One there, didn't they?
Yeah, it's a road course, right?
Yeah.
And that was the big problem, and because the Indy 500 is an oval. So what they did was a few years ago, I don't remember how long ago, but it's probably 5-10 years ago, they built a road course that kind of used some of the track and then went in the middle, and it kind of goes all over the place on the grounds, but it isn't on the actual track, completely. It uses some of the track. Anyway, when they did that, they paved over what used to be the snake pit, which is traditionally turn one. And there was always a big deal that there was a party in turn one. People would go to the race and sit in the grandstands on the outside of the track and just watch turn one in the middle of the craziness going on. But when they built that track, they had to move it. And so the snake pit now is in turn 3. And I, I've only went a couple years now. And every time I talk about, it being in turn 3 or whatever, they'll go, old people will tell me that's not the real snake pit. The snake pit's turn 1. It's they're still holding on to this memory of turn 1 being so important to them. You know what I mean?
So what else have you been up to, Matt, this week?
This week I have been cleaning the house and the yard, mainly the yard. I've done a lot of landscaping, and if I can, I'll walk around a little bit and show you guys in a little bit what I've done, because it looks really nice around here. When we bought this house, this yard was pretty tore up, and it still floods. Like I've shown, it floods a lot, and that was the main problem. People who lived here before just didn't want to deal with it, so they just let it go. And so for the last 3 or 4 years we've lived here, I've slowly every year gotten it better and better and better, and I'm trying to take my yard back, but it's looking nice. I'm happy.
The trees behind you where you're filming now, is that part of your yard?
That's where it ends.
Okay.
That's where it ends. The tree line is the edge of my property back there.
Laminate. That's a big old yard. Look at that. Wow. So how
it's
big
not.
is...
It's like I think 3/4 of an acre.
Wow, that's a big old yard.
But most of that, half of it's the front yard. The front yard is just as big as this, if not bigger than this, actually.
Wow. How do you mow your
I'll go ahead
lawn?
and see if I can walk around. By the way, it's still a mess out here on the deck, but I'm actually still, even though I'm not in the roster room, I am still sitting at a bar.
Oh, look at that.
But
Cool.
yeah, we just built this deck too. When I moved in here, the old one they built it with nails instead of screws, and the design of it was just falling apart. You could fall through it, so we tore it down almost immediately. By the way, I wanted to tell Keith this too. I thought he'd like this. We've been getting some really cool birds. I'm always trying to attract the birds with these bird feeders out here, and just yesterday we saw a couple warblers. Is that what they're called? Wobblers or warblers?
Warblers, yeah.
And then we had a blue jay and a male and female cardinal all out here all at once, taking turns going at it.
And did you get them on film? No.
I didn't, but I want to take my time and set the cameras up and go in the house. That's really when they get active, when there's not people out here disturbing them. But out here I can actually walk. I don't even have shoes on. But there's my fire pit, and this is where it usually floods the worst. And this right here is our Christmas tree. What we do is we buy a real tree every year, and then after Christmas we let it dry out. We set it outside, let it dry out real good, and then when summer gets here, we burn it in the fire pit. And if you've never burned a dried up Christmas tree, they'll shoot fireball like 40 feet in the air.
Wow.
Cool event. Little tradition. It's kind of our symbiotic, beginning of summer, end of cold weather. The wife is out. Hi, babe.
So how the heck do you maintain a garden like that? Do you do all the gardening yourself?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I like doing it. When I was younger, I didn't. But as I find as I get older, I enjoy stuff like that more. But I'm usually out here at least 2 or 3 times a week if the weather allows it. But this is what I'm real proud of, these flower beds. We still need more flowers. We had a bunch last year, but they got so overgrown with weeds, we got rid of a lot of them and started over this year. So we're going to do some more flower planting, but I've got it pretty much together. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
over here. She's got roses over here that we didn't destroy because they're doing so good. Show them off a little bit, if I can. Pretty roses. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of this because it took days and days of getting this together. When I moved in, there was actually no
You're breaking up.
flower beds up here at all. It's just the front of our house
I think we lost him temporarily.
was so plain
Yeah, he's
I think
moving.
your Wi-Fi dropping out, Matt.
here. It wasn't even any yard, so I've planted one right here. I'm sorry.
He's very
Um,
out his yard, Barry.
Moving away from his Wi-Fi.
too far from the light. Is it better now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see you. Yeah, now, yeah.
There's the wife's gnomes.
Oh, look, Keith, it's your brother from another mother.
Yeah, he's live streaming too. And here's my brother.
You're frozen
You guys can
again.
see. Am I? Sorry, I'm doing too much. I need to go sit my butt down by the Wi-Fi again.
Yeah.
Matt, are you mobile streaming or are you doing it via an iPad or something?
Do what?
Are you mobile streaming with your cell or are you with an iPad or something?
I'm on a. I got a new Samsung Chromebook,
Right.
so that's what I'm
Hey, your
using.
video's going away. I can't see you.
Hello there, Lucas.
Oh, looky there. Can you see me now?
I can
Yes.
see you. I had to come in here and say that I couldn't see where you were going, so I had to go say, hey, what's up?
I appreciate it, everybody. This is Lucas, my buddy from the South Side of America.
Hello. Hello.
Southern boy right here, baby. What's up?
Lucas is a professional photographer. Him and his wife have their own photography business and do some amazing work. Once in a while, they'll share their sneak.
Brienne does, I don't.
I see you out there. Most of the time you're playing, but I see you with the camera, so I know you're taking pictures too.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah,
I follow
yeah,
him on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah.
I'm actually still working, guys. I work for the VA and I work from home, so I'm still working.
Taking time out.
You're on the clock right now.
I really am. It's great.
I've done it. I've actually joined Random Life. Gail here. I've joined her live streams while on a break.
Oh, yeah. One of the last ones I did, you were on a break, weren't you? You sort of had a half-an-hour break, and that's what you were doing. So your friend, does he do a YouTube channel as well? It's Lucas, right? Do you do a YouTube channel as well?
Not a very
You
good
what?
one.
Matt, what do you think of your friend's channel? He's being humble here. What's your
Sucks.
I just don't think he posts enough. He does a lot. He's very active on Instagram and Facebook, goes live a lot, does a lot of cool stuff, does some real funny little skits and things. Sometimes you could tell he just came up with something funny or seen something funny on TV and he'll make a little video of it. And it's hilarious. He cracks me up, but never on YouTube. It's very rare he puts it on YouTube.
Yeah, no.
YouTube's scary.
Why?
It's just so big. It's a big world out there.
I know what you mean. On Instagram and Facebook, you control who your friends are pretty much.
That's right.
Yeah, but you can.
What does his name say? What's that country music song? You find out who your friends are. Yeah.
I know who your friends are when you get on YouTube.
That's right, baby.
But
I got people looking at me.
there's a
I
lot
don't
of
even know.
things.
So, Lucas, what sort of photography do you do?
Weddings,
Everything.
mainly.
Wedding mostly.
Everything.
Everything that I'm allowed to do.
Oh. Barry, are you asking him if he does porn?
No, don't ask that.
I would love to do porn. I've been begging my wife to let me do some boudoir shoots, but she says no. I think the female body is gorgeous. I think it needs to be shown a little bit more, not from a nasty, perverted whatever. I just think it's beautiful. It needs to be shared with the world.
True that.
And what sort of stuff do you post on your YouTube channel when you do post?
Just me being an idiot.
Oh, Lucas,
Stupid, random.
Okay, you're very vague. Elaborate.
I don't know, Matt. What do I do, man? I have no clue, dude. I have no freaking clue. I'm just Luke. That's it.
I'd say he's more comedy than anything.
Yeah. I love to see people laugh, to be honest. If I don't make somebody laugh, that makes me upset. I love to see laughter and humor. And one of the foundational rules that I've always applied in my life for my friends and stuff is that if you don't get my humor, then you can't be my friend. And that goes for my wife too. Like when I married her, she had to get my humor. You know, like I think Deadpool or Wade Wilson, that movie, Your Crazy Matches My Crazy.
Okay.
You got to meet somebody that's just as screwed up as you are.
I've thought about that watching you, Luke, watching you go live on Facebook and stuff like that. I've thought about, especially pertaining to your photography stuff. You guys have got the perfect team. Because he goes live sometimes on a shoot, guys. It's hilarious because he is on a shoot. He's at a wedding or he's at an engagement or something important, and his wife is straight business. You could tell she's got the camera. She's looking for angles. And he's playing and laughing, and he's got the people laughing. And as soon as they start laughing and smiling, his wife is getting shots of them laughing and smiling. It's like, that's got to be the perfect thing.
Oh, absolutely.
She gets so pissed.
Well, have you ever seen a child photographer that holds the stuffed animal and squeaks it and goes, "Looky, squeak, squeak, squeak"? He is that stuffed animal.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm very soft too. I used to be kind of firm, and I worked out a whole lot. But like as I got older and I got married, like I'm the really soft, squishy stuffed animal now. So
Aren't we all?
Oh my God, I got fat. Woo! Dad bod.
You have no idea, buddy.
Oh, I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting there. You know, like when you sit in a chair. Check it out. You know, like when you sit in a chair, everybody does this. Like, you got a chair right here, and you kind of sit down, and you pull your pants up like that over your big gut. You're just like, okay, good, it's hid. Do it all the time.
I don't do it, man. I don't do it. I don't think I could hide mine, so I don't do it.
I can still just keep it right there. So check it out. I'm good.
But
good to go.
Yeah. I think as you boys get older, it's going to be, because Matt, you're like 35, aren't you? 35
exactly.
And Lucas looks a bit older. He's about 37.
No way. He's younger. He's like 25.
I like that one.
No way is he 25.
I'm 33.
How old are you?
33.
Well, see, it's not. You're pretty close.
We're far off. But after 35, if you guys don't look after yourself, you're knackered because you get older and it's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm knackered all the time anyway. Without looking after myself, I'm always tired.
Yes, I know.
Well, I think that's the problem.
Hey, listen.
It's so easy to stay in shape and slim when you're young that you get in those bad habits of not worrying about it.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to run like 6 miles a day. Get this. 2 days ago, I looked at my wife and I'm like, hey, I want to go outside and run. I'm going to do that 6 miles I used to do, right? So she looks at me like this. Go ahead. Please do. Make sure your life insurance is really good. Please do. And I got out there and I ran 2. Nearly died.
But hey, in your defense, did you have to stop because you had a contact buzz?
Oh my God, dude! Where I live, like people smoke weed a whole lot, and the cops like turn their heads to it. They don't talk about it. And like I'm running, and all of a sudden, I hit this fog, dude. Like just like, like sick. I mean, like I have been around so much weed in my life for somebody that's never smoked it. Swear to you. Swear I've never smoked it, but I've been around it so freaking much. People in the back of my car, it's crazy. But anyways, so like I run right through it, and it's one of those smells you know what it is as soon as you smell it, and like I'm like in the last stride of a really hardcore interval run, you know, and I'm so pissed off. You can see in my Instagram video I put on there. That's not me being funny. I'm really pissed off. I'm just like I'm about to die, dude. Like I was gasping for air, ran into the soylent green smell of butt crack, dude, and just nearly died.
Hey, there is one thing it's easy to mistake it for, at least now that there's the super strong stuff because of Colorado and the medical stuff.
God.
There's been times in the last few years where I thought I smelled a dead skunk or a skunk that sprayed, and it was weed. And there was times where I thought I smelled weed and it was a dead skunk. That's the only thing I can mistake it, I think, for.
I'm so there. I'm like, dude, who's smoking? I'm like, seriously, who's smoking right now? I looked around and stuff, and I'm like gasping for air and stuff, and couldn't find who it was. Like, you can always smell it right there, but then it's like, you know, you don't know where they're at.
And the cops are looking at you. Move along, buddy. Leave them alone.
Move along, buddy. Move along. I shot a wedding a year ago. As soon as I get there, I swear to you, this is the truth. You can ask my wife, it's the truth. Shot a wedding, a photographer shot a wedding about a year ago. And this was right when it started getting kind of cooler, but it was still hot, right? All of a sudden, I walk up to this videographer and I'm like, do I smell? He goes, yes, you do. And I'm like, you're freaking kidding me, man. There was about 12 groomsmen smoking pot. Like I had to walk into this room and take a picture of these people. I did get a contact high. Seriously. So I've kind of had it in my system because I was very hungry in about 30 or 40 minutes afterwards. Not joking.
You took the first piece of the wedding cake?
Yeah, did you get the munchies?
What's that? Oh, I took the first bite of the wedding cake. Got it. Yeah, I was hungry. I was stoned.
You had your arm in there too with the bride and groom. Just.
Oh, I was like, this is my wife right here. I want it. Hey, you did good, Gid. You come on, Gid. You know, she was a black lady, very sweet. But she was everybody was stoned. I swear to God, it was terrible. They were all laughing at me.
That's how my wedding was. That would have been the story from my wedding for sure. Just being honest.
Yeah. Hey, my wife's here. Hey, Grace, you come join us and say hello.
As I was walking down the other day, I could smell it. I'm going. I could smell it. I can see it. All I could see was these kids in front of me. They must be about 10 or 11, and they were smoking it right walking down the street. I thought, what the? What's going on?
Were there 10 or 11 kids, or they were 10 or 11 years old?
10 or 11-year-olds. That's how old they were. And you think,
what's wrong with people?
They were too young to know not to walk down the street with it, obviously.
Oh, no, that's where I am. They walk down the street. They don't give a monkeys where I am. They just do it anyway. You see, you've got to go, well, what's that smell? And you think, oh, there's another one.
Wow. Not here. Not here. They're very strict. They don't play around.
The police, they just literally will take it off you. You go, no, just go. Just take it off you. You can't have it. Walk away. And you go until you go in the corner. They find the police in the back of the cop car smoking it themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Listen to the guy. He knows.
Barry, you having a little rant now? He's having a bit of
I'm having a rant. I couldn't believe it.
He's gone and sit in the toilet. We're having a view from the loo here.
Yeah.
You guys call the toilet the loo?
Yes.
Yeah. The bog, the loo,
Awesome.
the John, whatever you want to call it.
Down here in Tennessee and Alabama, we call it the John, we call it the head, all that good stuff.
There's Brianne. Hey.
Hi. Hello.
This is Matt. This guy right here.
Okay.
How's it going?
He's the prettiest one of all of them.
Okay. What are we doing here?
I'm not arguing that
I
way.
just wanted to join them. I thought they were fun and I wanted to say hello.
Okay.
This is Matt. He has an awesome YouTube channel. He's really awesome. I don't know all you other guys. I'm sorry. I know this is Keith right here with the glasses that are. Yeah, this is Keith.
Yeah.
Okay, introduce yourselves. I'm sorry.
I'm Barry. I've got a channel called Vlog from the Bog.
And I'm Gail,
Sweet.
and I've got a channel called Random Life Productions.
Okay.
Around
And
there.
I'm Legal DP, AK Keith, and I follow you on YouTube and I follow you on Facebook.
Fantastic.
I can't believe Brienne doesn't know me. My family knows you, Luke. Here's my wife, by the way. This is Sarah.
Hi.
And what a few weeks ago, you're like, she's on Facebook and she's like, do you know a Lucas Thornton? And I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, he sent me a friend request. And so she's your friend on Facebook. And then my daughter last week was like, do you know Lucas Thornton? I'm like, yeah. So my 18-year-old daughter.
Dude, your daughter's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Dude, you need to be on that, making sure she ain't got no guys looking at her. Oh, she's beautiful.
She is rough and very scary.
Hey, she's 18 years old now. Look, is that Rick here too? Maybe Rick and Pam?
He's got a head on there. I've got a hat on.
Hey, what's up?
Pamela.
Hey, Rick, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Not
hey,
bad.
What's up? What y'all doing?
Stop chatting it up.
I am decorating and cooking and cleaning and doing a lot of things because I have a graduation party in my house tomorrow. But I'm taking a 5-minute break right now. And it's been
cool.
4.
Cool.
You guys are awesome.
Hey,
Handle it.
Live stream YouTube.
This is a live stream YouTube, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can you walk in the live stream?
is it freezing up and screwing up, guys? Do we have a decent connection?
No, you have a good connection.
That's all right, Oz.
It looks good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all
It
going
is,
good.
yeah, it looks good to me.
Oh.
So those you don't know, Rick,
Ring.
you can hardly see Rick. What does that say?
There's somebody else.
So, Backwood,
Backwood Boondocks is here.
sure.
That sounds like a fun day.
We got a full party right now.
That's Backwood. What's up?
Keith, another live stream, another 6 men. What?
Yeah, I don't know why it always happens to you, Gail. It's always fellas. Isn't it? Every time.
What's everybody shooting about?
A whole lot of nothing. I got to make another drink.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Sling Blade?
No.
What is
can't
it?
say that.
What movie?
Sling Blade.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see an awesome impression.
Well, you're related to Billy Bob, right?
No. 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 He's cool. He's too cool. I'm not cool enough.
I seen a supermarket tabloid today that said Angelina Jolie is high on drugs or trying to go to rehab and had a picture of her looking all skinny. Is that true or is that just tabloid crap?
Man, I don't know, dude. All those people like that. I don't know, man. She's I don't know. Listen, it's so crazy. We had Billy Bob Thornton visit our college one time. Swear to you, this is a true story. Visited our college, right? And that's when he was about probably a year and a half divorced from Angelina Jolie, right? This girl that I'm sitting next to at a bar, I swear to you, she says that. She goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "I'm going to go touch him, and then I'm going to go touch myself because he's touched Angelina Jolie."
I like this.
I was like, "Ew." Weird.
Check this out, guys. I just want to show you this if I can. Because our kitchen decorated Coca-Cola, I even got the guitar.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Most people put that old school Coca-Cola stuff. We got like a lot of modern Coca-Cola stuff.
I like new
differentiate.
Coca-Cola.
What's that, Backwood?
I like new school Coca-Cola.
And here's the roster room still getting cleaned up, but
Oh my God.
still here.
You look like him, Backwood.
Where you at, Matt?
I got
You
that
left us.
going with me, brother.
Do what? This is my house. Have you not seen this? The roster room?
I ain't seen
The
the
roster.
roster room.
It's a mess
Anyways,
right
guys,
now.
I gotta go. We're selling our house. So
Okay.
I gotta go. We're selling our house. So
Okay.
See you later.
Good to meet you.
Peace, man.
Yeah,
have a great day.
I've got to make a move. I've got to make a move as well because
I don't know how to turn it off. Here we go.
Peace. Hey.
Hey, I'm still here. I can live stream for another few more minutes. I was going to try to keep this around an hour because I still got some work to do for tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's only been about 45 minutes.
Okay. Cool. Now.
I guess got to make another drink.
Yeah.
So bear with me. Ooh, that's hot. Is that oven on?
Yes. Now.
You probably shouldn't have all that stuff on top of there. By the way, my daughter's in here cooking for her own party. Everybody say hi to Coda.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, Coda.
Hey.
Congratulations
careful,
on
man.
graduation.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you excited about tomorrow? Is she excited about tomorrow, her party?
If she's still here, I'm going to make a drink. You guys can ask her. Gail was asking me if you're excited about tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I'm very excited.
How many friends have you got coming in? Oh. Rick,
All right, y'all. I gotta head out. I gotta tend to my youngin.
okay.
Mate.
all right, Backwoods. Peace,
All right.
brother.
Hey, shoot the shit. You going live tonight?
Yeah, we'll be on there. We might be a little bit
All right.
late, but we'll be on there.
I'll be on there to see you.
All right. Peace.
All right.
Are you leaving, Rick? I'll see you later.
No, Rick's not leaving.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
Y'all be good. Good
You
ain't
doing a
fun.
bucket tonight?
Yeah, buddy.
You got a special
Yeah.
one for me?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll see you tonight then. Everybody's got to go
Yeah.
check out the live stream from Rick and Pam on Shoot the Shit tonight.
Yeah, I
That'll
know
be a
Rick
good
was
one.
going, was he? Rick, are you going? Or because I wanted to see your fish tanks as you're in your fishing room.
Yeah, I'm in my fish room.
Ah. What? Can I have a look at some of your fish there if you can show them? I haven't seen them for a while.
Hey, Gail,
Yeah,
are you going to be watching the live stream tonight from Shoot the Shit?
I'm going to try to because it's quite late showing on. Wow. He's showing us his fish tanks now.
If you miss
That's
it, you
the red
definitely want to
devil.
watch it back because it's going to be there's going to be something special that you're going to especially appreciate. You too, Keith.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, look at the fish in here, Matt. Wow, what's that? Rick, what's that orange one?
That's a red devil.
Ooh, wow.
Then this tank. Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to have to make a show off myself because I've got things to do. So me and Matt, and I'll catch you all later, guys.
Hey, all right. We'll see you next time, buddy. Thanks for joining in with us, man.
All right, see you all later. Bye.
Hey.
No, I like that one. Wow, Rick, you've got some cool fish, dude.
That's a green terror. And then this tank's hard to see because it's all done in black.
I love that yellow one.
Yeah, that's the Oscar.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
There's a big one back there.
Does that thing like to flop up on the top of the water and stuff and jump at you?
Yeah.
Those Oscars are crazy.
I've always been intrigued by fish because when I was very, very young, my dad's friend had about 15 or 20 fish tanks in his house. So as a child, I always remember going around and to Frankie Fish Tank, he was called, house and having a look at the fish tanks because it's always interesting. They're very therapeutic, the fish, aren't they, Rick? Do you find that a relaxing thing?
I just like them. I mean, I don't feel the relaxing thing or anything. I just like them.
I think they are.
I
I
mean,
do as well. I like looking at them. You know, when you're looking at them in the tank and stuff, I would find that quite cathartic. Is that the word?
yeah,
I
I
like to
sit and watch them a lot. I mean, yeah.
I like to sit and watch them, but I also like the sound of the filters running. That running water, like the waterfall sound, is always very relaxing.
Yeah, that right there puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
Matt, are you a fisherman yourself? Do you fish, Matt?
Me? Do I
I
fish?
used to. I don't know more.
What about you, Matt? Do you fish?
Yeah, I take the kids fishing. We don't fish for nothing big or nothing, but we just go to the local pond and catch little ones just for fun. The kids love it. What about you, Gail? Do you fish?
I used to, you know, as a kid, my dad used to, when my father was alive, he used to go out almost every week. And my brother used to make their own, they used to make their own flies and all sorts, you know, the fly fishing they used to do. We used to go out tickling for trout in the brooks and all sorts of different things. Because I was born in small town North Wales, so in all for entertainment, that sort of stuff like fishing and hunting was the stuff that we did. And I remember my older brother catching like baby rabbits and my father catching rabbits and skinning rabbits and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I did a lot of that when I was younger, and I taught myself to fish. But I always used to get the rods in the bloody, you know, when you cast out and bring it in, I'd always get the rods in a big mess. But I don't do it as much as I'd like to anymore. But I really enjoyed it in my youth. Yeah. Keith, you look like you're a man who does fishing. Did you do it when you were younger?
No, never been interested.
No.
No, I did a couple of trips as a decky laner on the trawlers many years ago when I was a young man. Going to Iceland, and that was enough.
Oh.
I love fish.
Is it too slimy for you?
What, fish? No, I don't find. Keith, do you find it too slimy to do it? I just like doing it.
It's like the whole thing is. Oh, there it goes.
No, I used to have my own fish round business down London area. So skinning Dover soles and filleting cod and haddock and descaling them. So yeah, that type of fish. Yeah, but I'm not into fishing.
Look at that. We got two Tims at the same time. Tim Simpson and Tim Smith both just joined the live stream. How's it going, guys?
Hey, brother, how are you?
Hi, Tim.
Right.
I've just subbed to you, Simpson.
I just had to stop and figure out how to get the Google Hangouts working because I've never had it on before.
Yeah. From New Zealand.
Yeah, so Tim Simpson's coming to us from New Zealand, and Tim Smith is down in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, and Barry's brother's in. Hi, Martin.
Hello.
Hi, Martin.
Hi.
We've got an international brotherhood and sisterhood tonight.
Yeah, I saw Barry leave.
Yes, we've got Armageddon and Comic Con on in Wellington today.
Ooh. Oh, did you hear that,
Nice.
Martin?
Yeah, I went to London Comic Con last
I'm
week.
going to be going to that tomorrow.
Ooh.
Sporting my press pass.
What are you going as? What are you dressing as?
I'm going as a guy with a camera doing a video log. We've got press passes this year, so we're going in as media.
Nice.
Oh, that's good then.
Which means we've got backstage access to all the bits and pieces.
Oh, that'll be. I look forward to watching that then, Tim.
Are you not allowed to dress up if you're going in as media? You should still be allowed at a Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, definitely. Probably won't be dressing up because we'll be working it, but one of my guys is there now I've got a few guys I work with, and he's there at the moment with all the cosplayers, and they've got the cosplay parade this afternoon. And all.
That'll make for some great video. Can't wait to see it.
Plus some good interviews coming tomorrow afternoon too, so that's going to be cool.
So Tim Smith here has actually got a dilemma he's been thinking about, and if you guys are part of the RCP community, I know some of us are on Facebook, he's talked about it in there, but he's thinking about getting a drone for some real estate videos, doing real estate work, because he's already got clients wanting him to do it. So he's already got his foot in, he just needs to get a drone. He doesn't know which one to get, and he's thinking about getting the new Spark.
Nah.
The Spark is a brilliant bloody drone, but it's not going to do quite what he wants to for the real estate stuff.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, go for the new P4 Advanced, P4 Pro.
Well, the problem is the Spark is so inexpensive that it's in his budget, and so he's trying to stay within a budget for this. And I get that. I work the same way. And I suggested to him the P3 Standard. The P3 Standard, I know it's not, it's old now. It doesn't have the obstacle avoidance. There's a lot of things it don't have. But being in the same price range as a Spark, you get the 3-axis gimbal instead of the 2, and you get a lot longer flight time. You'll be, twice as long, really. As far as real estate,
you're onto a good thing there, Matt. Get the P3 4K. If you're doing the real estate stuff, you want the 4K. It lets you zoom in without actually having to get closer and things like that. But you should be able to pick one up second hand at a bloody good price, and then it won't be too long doing that kind of work until you can get the 4 Advanced.
Yes, I've actually been looking at the P3 some, and it's definitely got my interest. The Mavic Pro is nice, but obviously if I get a drone, I'm going to make sure I get the batteries and the accessories just so I can get longer flight time. And I don't feel that, for the price here, we're looking at about $1,200 or so US dollars to get everything. So that's why I was looking at the Spark. But I have heard some folks say that it's probably not going to do what I would need for it to do. So I have been looking at the Phantom 3. The biggest reason is, of course, I'm not only looking at getting a Phantom, or a drone, I should say, I'm also going to be looking at getting an Osmo, one of the handheld gimbals, so I can do some walk-around shots also. So that's why I'm not really looking at actually blowing my budget and getting the Phantom 4 just yet. I need to make a little bit more money, and then I may upgrade to that Phantom 4.
Yeah. So quite a few people that are trading up from the original P4 to the P4 Pro as well. So there's quite a few P4 secondhand, and there's so don't be afraid to go get a second-hand one in the interim until you can get something bigger. The Osmo, you're perfectly right on. It's bloody brilliant. I've got one of those. I use it all the time.
How do you feel about the Osmo as far as using it with your cell phone? That's something that I'm still kind of investigating a little bit. So I'm just kind of curious. I mean, my phone's pretty big. It's an LG Z10, so it's bigger than an iPhone. So I'm not comfortable enough, or I'm not aware enough exactly how that's going to work just yet. But definitely going to be getting one.
If you're getting the Osmo with an iPhone, the iPhone will talk to the Osmo, and it does a lot of smarts. It can track you and move with you, and you do the motion tracking and stuff as well. I don't know about the LG phone with the Osmo grip. You'll have to go and check that one out on the Osmo site. But
what's up, Rick?
Getting the Osmo with its
I'm fixing to get out of here.
Stuff is really good.
All right, thanks for coming in here, Rick. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on your live stream later.
All right, man. Everybody come to the show tonight.
We will.
For sure.
Everybody, it's bucket night.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, last couple nights, Rick and Pam have been getting 150 plus easy people in their live streams. Live people chatting, 150 plus. These guys are blowing it up.
Yeah, I know they are. Brilliant.
Yeah, we were having a conversation about that, Rick. I don't know how Pam deals with all those trolls, man. She's awesome at doing that stuff.
Yeah.
She's superb. I'm
Yeah, she is.
impressed.
All right. Y'all have a good one out there.
All right. We'll see you tonight.
Peace.
Yeah, but Tim, when it comes down to Osmo with the mobile thing, it's really going to come down to how good the quality on the phone you're using too. And I regret not getting it. I bought the Karma Grip for my GoPro, and I really debated on which one I wanted to get, and I ended up with the Karma Grip. And the more I have it, the more I regret it, and the more I wish I would have got the Osmo. Just because, like he was talking about with the tracking and all that stuff it does. I do love the Karma Grip, and it definitely is probably more sturdy. It's not going to break it. I mean, it's weatherproof. It's not waterproof, but it can take some rain. It just, you can't dip it in the water. But anyway, it just doesn't do all the little bells and whistles that Osmo does. But I know you were mentioning getting the Spark because you could fly it indoors. But I'm telling you, with that Osmo, as long as you got a decent camera on there, you will not need to fly a drone indoors. That Osmo, you won't be able to tell the difference, honestly, in the footage. It's
exactly.
So smooth.
That's why I'm going for a drone that's not $1,500, $1,600 and up, just because I do want to make sure I'm getting some good indoor shots as well. And I know the Osmo will do it.
Yeah, the Osmo will definitely do it.
Yeah, the Osmo for the indoor shots, definitely. But I would say get the Osmo with the Osmo camera, rather than one with a cell phone on top of it.
A lot more money, though.
Yeah, but it's
it is, but it's all designed to work together. If you're going to get one with a cell phone on top of it, make sure it's an iPhone.
Well,
that's typically what people are talking about.
Well, I like I said, I regret not getting the mobile, but I wasn't going to use it with an iPhone. I was going to use it. I have a Samsung S7 and Galaxy S7. And the reason why I regret it more and more is because more and more I'm using this with the 4K, because I have a new camera that shoots in 4K. So to kind of keep things, cohesive as far as what I'm editing in, I'll try to shoot more 4K with the cell phone. So I'm not upscaling all the time or anything like that. Anyway, the more I use this phone, the more I am amazed at how good the quality in the 4K this thing is. It's way better than I thought.
Yeah,
and if I had the Osmo Mobile with this, it would look way better than my GoPro does. What was that?
Yeah, the camera on the Osmo is 4K as well.
Yeah.
It's also interchangeable if you want to get one of the higher end cinematic cameras. I forgot what it's called, but
you got some really nice ones.
You can change the camera itself out.
But let me ask you this, Tim. Now, you said that with the iPhone, you can program the Osmo to do all the movements and stuff with an iPhone. Can you do it with an Android at all?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I know there are some, because the Android phones vary so much, it's I think the interface is a bit trickier on how the motion control and the tracking goes with the camera in the particular Android phones.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, but
definitely
it's the ability of the iPhone to do tracking. I know that they took advantage of at one point. So more on that, really.
So if you were to buy an Osmo gimbal with an Osmo camera, how much would that cost?
I think
it's about $500-600 US.
Right.
In the US, they're running. I think they're about $699.
And it's half the price, for less than half the price. It's $299, isn't it, for the mobile?
Right. The mobile doesn't have the camera. It just uses the camera in your cell phone.
Right.
But there's a lot more features in the Osmo that has the built-in camera. I mean, it really is worth it from what I've seen.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But it's a lot more money. If you don't have it, I get it.
It is.
Yeah. But with that,
the one thing, it's a bigger screen, low light, and all that sort of thing. Stabilizing and everything. Cell phone cameras ain't that great for stabilizing.
But with that, how long of a battery life would you get? So if you had the Osmo and the Osmo system, if you were going out filming, how much battery life would you get?
Not sure. Never had a problem with it. I do have 4 batteries. It was only, I think it was 100 or 150 New Zealand to get two extra batteries and a double battery charger for it.
So that's useful. So what you're saying is if you get one, you would have to have extra batteries just to make sure that you can get through a shoot with it.
No, I've got the extra batteries, but I very seldom have to swap them out.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's that's another issue with the Karma grip.
Yeah, always have extra batteries. Always.
Yeah, Gail, 479 at Drones Direct.
Well, that's not bad then.
But the Karma grip battery does not come out, and I don't like that at all. It does last a long time, and I rarely used it up. If I do use up the battery, it's because I didn't charge it between 2 or 3 different shoots. But because it does last a long time, probably 3 or 4 hours, I'd say, of nonstop using it. It's going, which usually you're turning it off and on, so it'll go longer than that.
Not removable. That's a bit odd.
Do what?
Yeah, I didn't realize the battery wasn't removable from the Karma grip. That's one thing that would definitely put me off.
It's not even just that, dude. What makes it worse is when you plug in your GoPro to the Karma grip, it charges your GoPro while you're using it. You don't have a choice whether you want to charge the GoPro or not. It automatically, while the GoPro is in there, fully keeps constantly charging from the battery in the Karma grip to the GoPro. Now, I have extra batteries for my GoPro. I've got 5 of them sitting around. If the battery goes dead in it, I can swap another battery.
Can you run a power bank to the Karma handle at the same time?
Oh.
So I've just gone through a low Wi-Fi spot, a low cellular spot. Can you run a power bank or something to the Karma handle while you're using it?
I think Matt's frozen, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think Matt's frozen, Tim.
And I thought it was some of the.
Well, not this one.
I've just been out to shoot some time lapses and stuff for my channel. And,
awesome.
And it's bloody freezing here.
Really? Are you in? What's the temperature there?
I'm in Wainui. I'll just flip the camera around so you can see what it's like here.
Ooh.
If you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forget you're in your fall winter period down there, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much midwinter heading into. But yeah, I live just on the edge of the national park, just outside Wellington, and if you can see up in the hills and things here.
It's beautiful there.
The clouds coming down is just absolutely gorgeous at the moment. I'm going to go stick the Phantom up there in a few minutes.
So, I just made the switch from Final Cut to Adobe Premiere, and
let me know when you switch back.
Yeah, but I love Final Cut. I'm a Mac guy. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to try Adobe for a while just because I love Illustrator and Photoshop and Lightroom, and some of the other things that you get with it. So I figured I'd give it a go. Don't get me wrong. I probably will still be using Final Cut on some stuff, but I figured I would try Premiere for a while just because I know Matt and another guy in the community, Tony Lee Glenn, they've really hyped it up. So I'm kind of interested in trying it out, but I'll never quit using Final Cut. I love Final Cut.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Premiere is definitely very, very good. I mean, that's the thing. All these editing packages, you're talking about something that's really fantastic and absolutely fantastic. None of them are bad, really.
Yeah.
The editing style, and when people are asking what the differences are between the various things, I say Premiere is really good for technical editing.
Yeah.
A lot of numbers, little figures, and things like that you can get into. Final Cut is far better for aesthetic editing and storytelling. And I also use Resolve, DaVinci Resolve, which is absolutely brilliant when you want to do a really top-notch color grade and things like that.
Yeah.
But Resolve is not that good at actually being an NLE. So, the actual editing in it. So what I do is I usually take my footage into Resolve. I do a color grade there. I export that out, pull it back into Final Cut Pro to do my actual edit. That way, also, you're not constantly re-rendering the grade every time you make an edit.
Yeah, I understand that can be frustrating, but that's the one thing I've liked about Final Cut is I've been able to do grading fairly easy on what little bit I've been doing.
Yep.
So it's kind of nice, and I like the fact that they have motion, which is kind of their version of After Effects. And I love the fact that once it's yours, there's no monthly fee or anything. But we'll see how things
the
go.
whole subscription thing puts me off with the Adobe stuff as well.